Alright guys, welcome to IX Software Original, and this is my official channel. So if this is your first time joining me live on my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't be missing any upcoming episodes. Alright, so now today what we're going to do is just to continue what we were doing yesterday. Yesterday we took our time to go through a lot of process and it was quite interesting. So on today's edition we're going to continue the Camtasia software we were developing, and that is actually going to make the whole thing looks much more superior, special, and very neat. So if this is your first time watching me, please do well to share this post and do whatever you want to do. Share, you can comment, you can do whatever you want to do with it, and that is actually going to make it looks much more perfect. Please share my video to others for others to know that IX Software Original is out and I am bringing to you a lot of things here. I am very sorry for the background noise because my boys are not yet they've not gone to bed yet, so I will be facing some noise and all that, some background noise and all that, but I think it is going to be cool, right? Okay, so let's get started. So let's see what we did the other time so that we can go ahead and then push things further. Alright, so we are planning to build same thing as this for the Camtasia software, and this was what we did yesterday. So I'm just going to start it for us to see how it actually looks like, right? Okay, so let's see how it actually looks like. Alright, so this is what we did yesterday, and I believe it was kind of cool. It was quite interesting, and I really loved the whole thing. Good. So today we're gonna try to work along with this so that all these can be in sections, and also we will be adding this side, and we will be adding a play out, or let's say a play timeline for this particular project. So let's get to work. Alright, so first thing first, I'll let you know that I'll be using one of my favorite DLLs. It's not for free, you will be buying them, but I think I'll be giving it to you, the trial version, for free so that you can get to know how to get started. So let's hop right into today's edition. Alright, so now this behavior right here, I think I want to hide everything here. Let's just hide everything. Perfect. So when I need it, I'll just revisit it. So this is my project right here, and you can see that this guy up here is just a normal panel, right? So I'm just going to rename this panel. So just go to the name of the panel, and instead of panel 7, I'm just going to say behavior panel, right? Alright, so this is going to be the behavior panel, so I can just cut it out, and that is actually going to make it much more super. So this whole panel is now going to be the behavior panel, and that contains everything you can see from here. So now what I'm going to do actually is just to add a tab control, right? So I'm just going to add a tab control from my toolbox. So just go to the toolbox, search for tab control, and I think my Guna UI is not reflecting here, so I have to add it up, right? So okay, so it's here, so I'll just say tab. Let's see, so we have the X tab, we have all these tabs, and what I'm actually going to do is just to try to play along with the Guna tab control, right? So it has a sort of Guna tab control right here. So I just drag and drop it here for the first time, and as you can see, this is how it looks like, right? Basically it looks much more perfect, right? So it has some sort of this guy right there. So in this case we're just going to use the tab control to replace all these side menus. So it's gonna be like we're gonna do a whole bunch of work today as well. So yeah, I will try my possible best to make this work very fast so that we can get to know how things will be going. So what I'm going to do actually is just to undock this guy, right? First of all, I'll just dock it and I'll just undock it again. So I just bring this guy here. So I have the behavior here, and this guy, all these labels and all that, they will be added here. They will be added here. So I have I think I have okay, so I have 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. I have 13 buttons, or let's say 13 tabs. So 2 is already been added. 2 has already been added. So I just go here, 3 4 5 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. Right, perfect. So I have this here, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to select this tab, and I will undock it. Then I bring this here as well. So this guy is now going to be here, right? So I'll just dock this guy to the right using the dock method to the right. There you go. Alright, so this is how it actually going to be, right? So what is this? This is actually going to be the tab pages, right? Alright, so we have all these tabs, and I believe they're kind of cool. So how we can test it is just to click on the start button for it to run. So let's see how it is going to be. Alright, so this is how the tab looks like, and as you can see, it's kind of cool, like the same Camtasia we have here. When you select this, you see we have this guy right there. So that is what actually we're gonna do. So now let's go to the tab. Make sure you have the tab selected, which is the main tab, right? Make sure the main tab is selected. Then let's go to the property section of the main tab. So with the main tab, let's see what we have here. Let's go to the we have the tab buttons, we have the tab menu bar color. It comes along with a different style, right? So you can take your time to go through any of them, and it's going to be somehow cool. So what we're going to do actually is just to go to the tab pages here, and as you can see, we have 13 pages here. So we're just going to set the first page, right? So just click on the first page, and then we change the text to media. So I think that is going to be, the text is going to be media. So where is the first tab? Okay, so let's start it up and let's see. Alright, so we don't have, that is the media right there, right? So we have the media here. So let's fix this. Let's try to work along with this. I think it's been anchored to the other side. So let's see from the property section. Let's see what we have here. So that is going to be the media. The second one is going to be the library, and I think the fourth one, okay, so I'm just gonna let's see what we have here. Let's bring this guy. Oh, come on. Let's bring this here, and let's just extend it so that we can see everything, so that we won't be just referring to one section. So let's click on this, go here, go to the tab controls, and this is the library, and this is actually going to be the favorite. This is also actually going to be, so after the favorite we have annotations, and after the annotations we have transitions, and after the transitions we have the behaviors, and after the behaviors we have the animations, then we come to the cursor effects, so from the cursor effects then we come to the voice narration. So after the voice narration then we come to the audio effects, and from the audio effects then we have the visual effects, and we have, after the visual effect we have the interactivity, then last but not the least that is going to be the caption. Okay, so you take a good look at this. If you want to add any custom things to this, it's going to be cool. So I think it has some sort of so let's see here. Okay, so this is what we have here right now. So we can go ahead and then delete this guy, but first of all let's try to see if the property section here, it has some sort of so the alignment is center, so we're just gonna align it to the left, and that is the tab button image, right? So the image, we can just add an image to the buttons, right? So we see for the image, so I want to see if I can add any image to this guy. Okay, all right, so let's test it out and see what we've done so far. All right, so this is what we have here, and I believe it's kind of cool. You really love this, so I think it's kind of cool. It doesn't matter how you want to do it, it's gonna work, right? So we can even decide to use this, or we can decide to use this as well, right? So it's just gonna switch between tab pages here, and that is actually going to do the same thing, right? So just select the tab page here, and so we select this, that is the inactivity. You can just select this, and let's see, that is for the media tab page, that is for the media tab page, and set it to red. I just want to see something, how the whole thing is gonna be reshaping and all that. So when I go to the annotations, I think that is the interactivity. This is how it actually looks like, right? All right, so now that means we can just simply base on the color of this, that is going to be this color. So I'm just going to go to my JC picker, make sure I have this color to be selected, and that is this, right? So let's see. That is this. So I'm just going to copy that. Then I come to this background, then I set this background to that. Perfect. So this is how it actually looks like. So let's see here. So that is actually going to be the back color of this whole tab control, right? So let's go to the back color of it. Okay, so guys, I think I am facing some challenges out here concerning my internet, so I'll just try to see if my internet connection is actually going to be somehow super. Alright, so let's see something here. Just want to see if my live feed is working. Okay, so everything is working fine. So let's continue. Someone just asked that if I will be adding functionalities to this particular software. Yes, of course, I will be adding some functionalities to the software as well. If we have a time to work within all this, I think we will be getting some functionalities for this particular project. So I'll just cut this behavior, then I just go to the behavior tab. I'll make sure the behavior tab is selected. So let's close this and let's go to the solution, bring the form again. Okay, so we just have to alright, so just have to see the behavior, then you see, so that is going to be the media. I don't know the reason why this is actually not working. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. Most of my tabs are not being showing, and I don't know the reason why. This shouldn't be what I am expecting. Yes, so now I can select it. I think I have to select the behavior. I need the behavior. Yes, and I'll just paste it in here inside the behavior, but I'll make sure the behavior back color is going to be the color for this guy. Okay, good. So with this, I'll just have to dock this panel, which is of course my panel. This panel, I just have to dock it to fill the whole thing. That is perfect. So let's see what we have here. When I start it up, it's gonna be somehow unique. You can see that when I click on the behavior section, it's just gonna redirect me to the behavior tab, and that is it, right? So I have the media I have the library, all of that, you see. So that we have the behavior section where you can get all our behaviors right here. Okay, so whilst we have the behavior here, let's try to see something here. Okay, let's try to paste out everything here. Okay, okay, so I think my mouse is kind of messing me up a little. Okay, alright, so you just have to go by that way and you do the rest, right? I don't want to waste a lot of time on this. Alright, so there you go. That is beautiful. Alright, so let's see how we can add up the timeline for today's video. I don't want to keep this stream very long because we have a lot to tackle, which of course we will be working on very soon. So with this, I just have to pull this up a little, just like that. And also I'm just going to add a DLL for my project. So I'll just go down and I have this Movie Maker timeline control installed on my computer. So I'll just relocate myself to where I have the I have it to be installed, right? So I'll just go here and I'll say timeline. I think that is Movie Maker timeline. So I'll just search for the Movie Maker timeline. So I think it's from the other section. So I'm just going to go to the Movie Maker timeline. So where is it? It's just an SDK you have to install, and a couple of when you take a good look at my previous videos I've done on creating a video editing software, you get the opportunity to get this DLL for free, and it comes along with the purchases. So if you think you want to use it from the examples, you can just do a lot of things with that, and that is actually going to make it looks much more interesting, right? So I'm just going to go inside the bin folder, debug folder, and then I'll just drag and drop this AX timeline here, right? So I'll just make sure my toolbox is pinned so I can get it up here. So just drag and drop this guy here, and what does it say? I'll just have to, let's choose it from an item. So I'll just keep in touch with the directory or location, and I'll just wait for it to load. So from this section I'll just browse for the directory. So I just go here. Okay, so I just have to add these two guys. If any of them, which of them will work, is kind of cool. So I just add it up, and it is loading up the files. So it's just going to load up the okay, so the DLLs were not working, which of course I don't know the reason why it was not working, right? Okay, let's try these DLLs out. I think from the movie maker timeline, we have some DLLs here, which of course we can add to our project for it to work. And I think that is going to be we go to the documentation so we can see something from there, right? This is the codec. So where is this guy? So that is this timeline X, right? So just bring the timeline X here. It's not working. Why? Wow. Let's check from the NuGet package and let's see if we can get it out there. I don't know the reason why this is not picking up, but that is what I've been using, right, to do all sort of projects. So let's say movie maker timeline. Let's try to see if we can get any search around the NuGet package. Alright, so it seems my internet is kind of not working. My internet is very slow. My internet is very slow. So we have this timeline framework, and all these are just timelines. So I don't know if I can get a movie maker timeline or anything like that. So let's say movie maker. No package found. No package found. So let's say timeline. So we have all these sort of timeline, but I don't know. Okay, so do you know something? I would like to modify this play guy here. No, I just want to do it once and for all. So let's end here and I'll just resume the stream, or I'll just compile everything in one video, then I put it up. So I just want to solve this error, and if it is the DLL file, I have to provide